another game of Dead Man's Hand. It's been a little while since we played this, but we always like to break out the Western stuff and get in a game, as this is a very fun game. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So the terrain tonight, we're using our new Europe 2 mat by Cigar Box Battle. It's a very, very versatile mat. We've used it, I think, in every single theater of war that we've played in all of our different games. This will be its first time as a Western mat, but we want to do something a little bit more lush, a little bit different from our normal Rio Manteca desert town mat. So we're playing with it tonight. And this is a little farm town out in the middle of Kansas or somewhere like that. And for terrain, terrain's not a huge deal in this game. It's essentially, it'll give you a cover, or it'll give you a negative to hit modifier, or it won't. So it's not a whole lot to it, but we do have a lot of fences, which the fences will give you the -1 if you're behind it. And then other than that, it's going to be played as is at the moment, and we'll decide right then if it's going to give the cover or not. So let's go ahead and talk about the mission. Alright, so this mission is called McGruder's Barn. And the idea behind it is that the Padilla Gang has a stash of dynamite hidden in old farmer McGruder's barn here. And the lawmen know where it is, and they've got here first, and they plan on blowing it up. So they're going to have to get to the barn and light the fuse. There are going to be 3 outlaw lowlifes guarding the barn, and they're going to be placed around the barn. And the rest of the lawmen are going to be placed more than 12 inches on the barn, anywhere else on the board. And they're going to have 3 turns to kill the lowlifes, get into the barn, and set the fuse. It's going to take 3 actions from one character in the barn to set the fuse. And once the fuse is set, it's going to be 6 turns before it goes off. We might adjust that as normal. I haven't play tested this, so depending on how the flow of the game's going, we might add to that if need be, to give the outlaws more time to defuse it. But so once the fuse is lit, for now there's going to be 6 turns until it goes off. The outlaws who have gotten wind that there is something going down at the barn are on their way here as fast as they can. So they're going to get here on turn 3, and they're going to be able to come in on either of these board edges with the road, and they have to get into the barn and defuse it. They don't have to. I haven't really decided if there's going to be actions to defuse it or not. We'll see. Again, that's going to be kind of on the fly, depending on how the game's going. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. The law starts with more than 12 inches from the barn, 3 lowlife outlaws guarding the barn. You have to kill them. Oh, they have to get 12 inches away from the barn once the fuse is lit as well. They can't just hide out around the barn. That's just to keep them from kind of hunkering down there and trying to keep the outlaws from getting to it. So that's it. Yeah, so a pretty straightforward mission. The outlaws need to save the dynamite, and the lawmen need to destroy it. Now we'll take a look at tonight's gang. So we'll start with the lawmen. So this is I forgot how many points, 20 or 21 points or something like that, a reputation I believe it's called. But in charge we have good old Sheriff Wild Bill Thompson is back. He's going to be the sheriff, and the marshal is going to be Walt Leach. So these are our 2 good characters, and the rest are going to be all deputies. And starting over here we have Deputy Josh Bruder with his shotgun. We're going to have Deputy Shay with her repeater. We're going to have Deputy Chris Reed with his rifle, and then good old Deputy Dan with the pistol. And moving over here, we're going to be having mounted outlaws. We've never tried mounted gangs in this game before, so it should be very interesting to see how that goes. It's going to speed them up. There's a couple other benefits, but I believe there's also a downside to it as well. So when we get into the game, we'll find out about those. So we'll start over here. We have Padilla. He's going to be the boss with his pistol. And the gunslinger is going to be Mark Donaldson. Then we're going to have Ryan Horton with his repeater here. Then we're going to have Eagle Sham with his shotgun. And then finally we're going to have Reese Dignan with his pistol. And then back here, we're going to give our old guard patrons some love. And they're going to be the lowlifes. So over here we have lowlife Max Klein, James Shevlin, and Bo Nielsen. So these guys are going to be the ones that are starting on the board, and they're tasked to guard the stash of dynamite. So that should do it for the setup here. So we'll go ahead and get started. Robert's arrived. He has chosen to be the lawmen. So I'll be the outlaws. And we've deployed, so I put my lowlifes out, and now I forgot which lowlife was which. So we'll just call this guy Klein. We'll call him Shevlin, and that guy Nielsen. See if I can remember that. So that's my 3 lowlifes guarding McGruder's barn. And then as far as the lawmen go. They've deployed more than 12 inches from the barn. So over here we have Chris Reed with his rifle. We have Deputy Shea with her repeater. Then we have Marshal Leach. And then along the fence over there, we have Deputy Dan, Deputy Bruder with his shotgun, and Sheriff Wild Bill Thompson. And we've both drawn 5 cards out of our deck for our hand. And we're ready to begin. As we've dealt our starting initiative cards, and the king is going to be Sheriff Bill Thompson is going to go first. And then I have a queen here, which is going to be Klein. So he'll go second, and then the joker, or the jack, Nielsen.
Yep.
And then a bunch of his stuff, and then his joker will go before my joker as he put his card down first. So we'll go ahead and get started. Thompson, he's moved twice over to here, and he's going to take a shot at the lowlife Bo Nielsen at a minus. I got a 4. Yeah.
Nothing.
He missed. Okay, so next up will be over here Max Klein, the lowlife. Max Klein, he has moved up to the fence, and he's going to take 2 shots at Bill Thompson.
So the first one's -3. The second one's -4.
Okay. Yeah, so he's a low life, so he's a -1 off the bat, and then he's shooting at a boss is -1, and then 2 moves is it's -1 per move, isn't it?
Yep. So it's a net -4.
-4 and then -5.
Well, if he's no, because it's -2 for the move, 1 for being a low life, but I don't think there's any other minuses.
For shooting at a boss.
Oh, shooting at a boss. Yeah, it's a 4. It's 4 and then 5.
Okay, so -4 on the first one. I don't even know what that is. I'll just re-roll it.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
Goes to a 15.
So that's an under fire.
Yeah. I think it might be a nerve test too.
Oh, really? Minus.
Result 15 to 18 is an under fire marker and a nerve test.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this one will be -5. That'll be nothing at an 11. So you have to take a nerve test, which I believe you're 2 up with a D10, I think.
Yeah.
So anything but with the D10 here.
8.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Okay, but he does take an under fire marker, so that's the queen. So next up will be Nielsen.
Yep.
Nielsen has moved up twice to get to the fence, and then he's also going to take a shot at Bill Thompson at -5.
Nothing.
9. That will be nothing. So that's the queen and the jack.
Yep.
So next up is all
Bruder's
these guys.
9.
Yeah, so a bunch of the deputies are going to go next. Bruder has now moved up here next to the sheriff, and he's going to take a shot at Nielsen at -4 with his shotgun.
16 goes to 12.
12, so that's an under fire marker.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, and these low lifes can only take 3 under fire markers before they run off the table.
Yep, it's an under.
Marshal Leach has now moved into the orchard, and he is going to fire again at Nielsen. So he's a marshal, so he gets a free +2. He's going to be at a -1.
And -1,
right?
-2.
-2.
So it's base +2.
Yeah.
I moved once, -1.
Yeah.
Fence, 0. You moved twice, -2.
Okay. -2 it is.
I
That's
whiffed.
a miss. Okay. So that was the marshal. Next up, we got Deputy Dan up next. Deputy Dan has now advanced into the orchard. He's behind a tree that's here that we moved. But he's going to fire at lowlife Max Klein at -3. An
Nothing.
11.
Goes to an 8. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Okay, so
Okay.
next up we have, looks like Deputy Shea.
Yep.
Shea has moved into the orchard there. She's behind that apple tree. So she has a repeater, so she's going to move in 1, aim, and fire at Klein at -1.
Nothing.
9, yeah, it's nothing.
Okay, and then
Last but not least, we have Chris Reed and his rifle. Here we have Chris Reed and his rifle, Deputy Reed. He's going to now fire at Klein at a straight up even roll because he's double aiming.
18.
Ooh. So that's an under fire marker.
And a nerve test.
And a nerve test. So if you have me a D10, please.
Sure. You get to have the black D10 is the
I
evil.
believe these guys are a 5+ on their nerve tests for being low lifes. I got a 9. So I pass.
Yep.
But I do take an under fire marker. And last up is going to be lowlife James Shevlin back here.
Yep.
James Shevlin has come around the corner, 2 moves, and then we're gonna take a shot at Deputy Dan at -3. And it's a miss. So I think that will do it. That's it for turn 1. So the
Not quite. I get to remove an under fire marker.
okay, so he'll remove an under fire marker with his free action, or with his special rule. And we're moving on to turn 2. So only one more turn until the Padilla Gang shows up. So top of turn 2, we've drawn. I got a couple low cards for these guys. A 10 for him, but he's got a 10 as well, which will go first. So everyone's going to go. Oh no, you got a 5 here.
Yep.
Shay's got a 5. Oh, and a 3.
Yep.
But that 3 will go before my 3.
3.
Oh, you got a 2. Okay, I guess I
Yeah.
didn't look very closely. So who drew the ace? The sheriff?
Sheriff.
Okay, so Sheriff will go first. So we're going to have Sheriff Wild Bill Thompson is going to charge Nielsen. He's going to get a +3 against my -1. So fisticuffs.
Got a
You're
7 to your 6. I beat you by 1.
Okay, so I take 1
Under fire marker.
Okay,
And I think.
now we'll see what we do next. Just going to stay locked in combat.
Yep.
So Nielsen and Bill Thompson are fighting. Next up is going to be Chris Reed with his rifle. He's going to double aim and fire again at Klein.
As soon as I find the D20.
D20.
There it is.
Okay, so the D20. Let's see what we get here.
11
It's under fire.
under fire marker.
All right, so these guys can only take 2, so one more and they're out.
Yep.
All right, so that was him. So next will be my 10, which is Klein,
Correct.
and I think I will recover. No, you know what? I'm just going to sit and shoot.
Okay.
Of course, it's a minus for under fire markers per shot,
Yep.
right? Let me think about it. So next we'll have Klein. I'm not going to recover. These guys are low lives. He has a beef with Lieutenant Dan, or no, Deputy Dan. Deputy Dan Klein, great uncle of Lieutenant Dan. So we're just going to fire away 3 shots with the pistol. So the first one will be -3, -4, -5. So the first one.
Ooh, that's an under
17.
fire marker.
That's okay. So that's Wing Lieutenant or Deputy Dan, -4,
Nothing.
and finally a -5.
Ooh,
Oh.
another under fire marker.
Deputy Dan has taken 2 under fire markers from a guy with 2 under fire markers. So it was worth it sitting
It was.
in a way.
So,
So that was
next,
Deputy Dan. So next up, it looks like he got
Marshall.
Marshall Leach. And so Marshall Leach has moved up once.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to just fire away at Klein. He's a marshal, so he gets +2. So his first one is a +3.
11. That's an under fire marker.
So he's dead. He's running off. So
Okay.
He's dead. They're low life, so they can only take 3 under fire markers.
Yeah, good, because I would have missed the
He
second
would have
one.
missed the second shot anyway. So he's driven low life Leach or low life Klein off the board. Maybe
Okay.
killed him, wounded. Who knows what happened? But he's not there anymore.
So now we got Shay.
Shay over there with the repeater. The Deputy Shay has moved up into the orchard a little bit further. 1 move, so no negative there. And is going to fire at Shevlin. Aim and fire with the repeater. With a 7.
8 goes to 8. That's a whiff.
That's nothing. Okay, so
Okay.
then the 3s.
Well, he's in hand to hand, so we already fought that this turn.
So he doesn't fight now?
He doesn't fight now because I had the initiative.
Okay.
We only get to fight once per turn.
Okay, so then the 2s. So your 2 is going to go.
No, well, my 3 gets to go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Your 3 would have went before mine anyway.
Okay,
so
he's gonna
Deputy
recover
Dan is going to recover
1.
1. Okay.
Move to the fence
And fire.
and fire at Shevlin.
Okay. So I think it'll just be -1 for that under fire marker.
I think so.
Probably it. Okay, go for it. A 9.
Goes to an 8.
10.
Or it's
Oh.
-1. Goes to an 8.
-1. So nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
And now Bruder's gonna go.
Okay, Bruder will come up next with a
1,
shotgun.
2.
Oh boy.
Both
Double
barrels.
barrel. Both barrels straight into Shevlin. So this is
Straight
like a
into Shevlin.
+6, I believe, on this one. -1
Plus-
for the move.
Yep. So it's +5.
+5. Can he do it?
10.
10. Is that an under fire marker, I think?
I don't think so. -3, -4, -5 because of the movement.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to have Shevlin just going to turn and unload his pistol into Bruder, who missed with the shotgun, which seems to be a common occurrence here. So the first shot. Ooh, minus.
Under fire on a nerve test.
Okay.
Second shot.
Second shot. Oh, another 19.
Another under fire and a nerve test.
That's like the fourth 19 I've rolled.
Yes.
And the last shot is a miss.
So I got 2 nerve tests.
2 nerve tests. So I think you get +1 because you're...
I got a guy within 15, and I get +1 because the sheriff's on the board.
So you're +2 on your nerve test.
And he is a deputy.
Yep.
So he's a base 4+.
Yep.
So first nerve test.
So 3s.
3 is +2, so it's a net 5. So he passed the first one. But is it a minus for the under fire markers?
I think so. We'll check it. Need a 4 on this one to pass.
No.
He fails. So he's going to be up to 3 under fire markers now.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's a big problem. And that's the end of that turn. So we're going to go to turn 3.
I get to. Oh, I'm going to remove that one.
Yeah, so
clear all the
remove a
markers.
free one, and we'll go to turn 3. So if going first is going to be Marshall Leach. And then Shevlin.
Assuming he survives.
Assuming he's still alive, which he probably won't be. But, Nielsen does have the initiative over the sheriff, so I guess he could break off. And we're not going to bring in the rest of the Padilla Gang in this turn. This is one of those on-the-fly adjustments I talked about. Since they're not even in there yet, I don't want to bring them in because they'll never make it. So at the end of this, at the start of the next turn, the Padilla Gang will come in. So we'll go ahead and let the Marshal do his thing. So the Marshal, he's, what card was that they used?
I used, you can't kill what you can't catch.
Okay, so it gives him a free move action, essentially.
Right.
So he's used that plus that one to move up here. He's going to fire and then
Charge.
But I think it takes 2 actions to charge. We'll double check that. He'll do it. We'll let him do it. So he moved up. He's going to fire at Shevlin at a +3.
That's a whiff.
6. And then he's going to charge Shevlin.
Yep.
And I'm a -1.
I'm a +1 for
charging.
I am a +1 for.
We'll count it up.
Oh.
Shevlin versus Leach. I'm a -1. Oh.
And I'm a +1, so it's an 11 to your 7. You're dead.
Yeah. So he takes 3 under fire marker. So Leach has killed
Takes
Shevlin.
4.
Yeah, he's toast.
He's toast.
Okay.
So then that goes away.
So he can't go.
Yep. Which means all my guys get to go until the 7.
Okay.
Well.
So Deputy Dan, first thing Deputy Dan, he removed his under fire marker. He moved into the barn.
Bruder removed his under fire markers and went into the barn.
Yeah, and then Shay
moved up to there.
moved twice up to the fence. And Bruder had 2 under fire markers. And then so Bruder and Dan are in the barn. Next up, I'm gonna have Nielsen. He's probably gonna die, but what the hell? Finish this off. Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah, an 8 to a 3, he's toast.
Yep.
So all the lowlifes are dead. And the last thing to happen is going to be Bruder can do something, or Reed.
If the fight is finished, the survivor may take 2 remaining actions at the appropriate time. So I get 2 actions with the sheriff.
Okay. End of the turn, the sheriff, after he killed lowlife Bo Nielsen, he's moved over there. And then Bruder, he was back there. He used all of his actions just to move up closer to the barn. So now at the start of turn 4, it's going to be, we're going to start seeing the Padilla Gang arrive on their horses. And we'll go ahead and deal out the cards. So top of turn 4. So 6 turns from now is when the dynamite's going to explode.
Well, 6 turns from when I light the fuse.
When you light the fuse, which is going to be here in a second. Okay, so these guys. So the first up is going to be Eagle Sham's going to come with his shotgun. Then Dan in there is going to light the fuse. And then we got a king.
That's Dan. We got
That is
king
Dan.
Up there's Chris Reed.
Okay, and then
I
got a jack.
Yep, he's next.
Yeah, that's Donaldson, my gunslinger.
Okay.
Okay, so Eagle Sham will come in first. And I'm thinking about bringing him in straight into the fight, just right on his horse, because he can move 16 and still fire his shotgun. So we'll try that. Okay, so first on the board is going to be Eagle Sham with his shotgun. So he's on a horse, which means he gets to move 8 inches per action. So he's used 2 actions. He's going to charge right up to Marshall Leach, who's going to pull a quick shot. And we've calculated it to be a +3. So I have to hope he misses.
I missed.
Oh, and he runs out of ammo. On top of everything else. Okay. So that means that I'm going to be getting like
You're going to be +5
for moving.
For moving.
So let's see if Eagle Sham can blow Marshall Leach away with his shotgun. +5.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Kaboom.
He's down.
You can just lay him down there.
Yeah.
Marshall Leach has been just gunned down ruthlessly by Eagle Sham. Okay, so that was my ace. So next up is going to be the Kings. And that's going to be Dan and
Chris
and Reed over there. So inside of the barn, Deputy Dan is working frantically and lighting all the fuses, which are now lit. So the dynamite is going to start, the countdown begins now.
And Chris Reed is going to fall back and then aim and fire at Eagle Sham.
Okay, so it's going to be a aimed shot.
And you're on a horse, so it's +2.
+2. So see if Reed can get revenge.
Oh,
miss.
man.
A 9, okay.
I'm just not rolling very well
So
today.
Eagle Sham is, his gamble paid off.
Yes, it did.
Okay, so that's the Kings. I have a Jack.
He's next.
So Jack, who is that? That's my gunslinger, Mark Donaldson.
Yep.
Mark Donaldson has galloped down the road on the other side of the barn. And he is going to take a shot at Sheriff Thompson. So my gunslinger's a +2. -1 for the move, -1 for the boss. See if you can take him down.
Nope.
Oh, he missed.
Yep.
Okay, so that was a Jack. What's next? I got an 8.
I have a 7.
So my 8 is next.
Your 8 is next.
And that is my boss, Padilla.
Yep.
Padilla has come in from this edge. So he's moved twice on his horse, 16 up to here. And we're going to take a shot there at Chris Reed, Deputy Reed, with his rifle. -1. Oh.
Nothing.
It was so close.
Yes, it was.
Nothing there. So that's the 8. So now we're down to 7s, which is going to be Chris Reed.
Nope. Sheriff.
Oh, the sheriff. Thompson, he's moved up to the fence. He's going to see if he can take down Padilla. So first one's a -1.
First one's even up.
Even up.
No.
Nothing.
Second's a
-1.
-1.
11,
Nothing.
Nothing to 10. Okay.
A lot of nothing.
So nothing there. All right. So who's next? That was a 7s.
I'm out till we're 3s.
So I got a 6.
Yep, you got a 6.
And that's Dignan. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, who is this? Oh, Dignan. Reese Dignan has moved in from the edge. So we got 3 of. Whoops. We got 3 of our guys over here facing down Sheriff Thompson, and he's going to take a shot at the sheriff at a -4.
Ooh,
11.
that's an under fire marker.
Okay, so Thompson will take an under fire marker. All right, so that's my 6. I got a 2 left.
I have a 3 and
A
then
3,
a 2.
so
my 3 and then my 2 goes because I won the tie.
all right, Shay will go.
Shay is going to move back to here,
Yeah.
aim and fire at Padilla.
Okay.
Actually, aim and fire at Dignan.
Okay. All right. Shay's gonna fire at a +2 at Dignan. A
7.
miss. Another miss. Okay, so that's your 2. Your 2 is
Yep, is Bruder.
Bruder, who's in there with the shotgun.
He's going to reload his shotgun.
Oh boy, he's gonna come out and take out Eagle Sham.
He's going to walk to the door, and then he's going to put both barrels at Eagle Sham.
Okay, so sticking the gun barrels.
+5 because you're on a horse.
+5, so 2 gun barrels come out.
8 goes to a 13.
So an under fire marker.
And yeah, and not a nerve test. What a waste.
Oh, and then he's unloaded. So
Yeah.
both of our guys are unloaded. Or yeah, we're both unloaded
Yeah.
over here. Okay, and then the last thing is my 2. Who is Horton and his repeater. Okay, Horton on his horse, he did a 1 move up to the fence, and we're going to take a shot at the sheriff. What did we say?
-2.
-2. Aimed repeater shot.
Nothing.
5, that's nothing.
So that's the end of the turn.
That's it. So
I'm going to remove my under fire marker using my special lawman rule.
Okay, and then we will
remove all the moving tokens.
we'll redeal cards. Next up, we're gonna have Shay with the ace is gonna fire at Eaglesham. 2
Plus
shots.
2. 13, so it's an under fire marker. And even up. Oh, an under fire and a nerve test.
Okay, so that's 3.
3.
All right, so he's just a regular guy.
Yep.
So he will count with 2.
No, you count with all 3. So I think he failed.
6.
He did his duty.
Eaglesham, he's taken 4 under fire markers, so he's down. We'll take that off and we'll just put Eaglesham. The horse ran off, and Eaglesham is down.
So the king clears.
So Shay has taken the, oh man, an ace, and then he would have been next.
Yes, he would have. That's why I shot him.
Oh
That's
man.
yours.
Okay. Well, good job there for Shay
Yep.
taking down Eaglesham. But
So-
he did kill the marshal,
Yep.
so he's got that going for him. So that would have been next. He would have been next. So what's next here? The jack.
Jack, Sheriff Thompson.
Okay. 2 shots.
3 shots.
3 shots. So Thompson at Padilla.
Yep. So plus 2. Nothing.
Nothing. Plus 1.
12, so that's an under fire marker.
Okay.
And another under fire marker.
So 2 under fire markers.
2 under
on
fire
Padilla.
markers on Padilla.
All right. So that was the jack.
Mm-hmm.
What's next? Where this? Oh, this 8 was Padilla's.
I think Padilla is next.
Padilla's next. Okay. Well,
Yep.
Padilla's going to recover at least one of these.
Okay. I got it.
And should I assault? Yeah, we're gonna get off the horse and go fisticuff. So it's gonna be boss on sheriff, fist fight, Padilla versus Thompson.
Nope.
He's gonna stumble right there. So forget that. So what's next? So that was the 8.
Your 5s.
I got 2 5s. Okay. All right. I think I'll have my gunslinger Donaldson go first.
Okay.
Donaldson got the jack played on him. It was, what's that one called?
Run till the other occurs. The law is coming.
Yeah, so Thompson scared Donaldson, who was forced to duck back. So he just ducked back. We're staying back here. So he couldn't do anything. But next up is going to be Horton, who has a repeater. He's within normal range. So he's going to aim and fire twice.
-1, -3.
So -1 on the first one. Come on, let's take this dude down.
12.
13.
That's a
Or 12, that's under fire
fire
marker.
marker. -3 on the second one. Nothing.
Okay.
So
Okay, it's
now-
both of my 5s.
Brooder in the barn.
Brooder was unloaded. So Brooder, he came out of the barn,
He ran out of the barn.
ran out because that dynamite's going in there.
Yep, yeah, it is.
So he's come out of the barn and reloaded. So he's sitting there next to Shay in the orchard. Next up was Deputy Dan.
Nope, next up is Chris Reed.
Chris Reed. Okay.
Chris Reed's going to aim twice and fire at Dignan.
Dignan.
So
Okay.
it's a +3 shot.
Okay, go for it. +3 at Dignan.
Oh!
11.
Under
So
fire marker.
Okay. Fire marker on.
Dignan's up.
Dignan will go next. Okay. All right. So Dignan has moved up, and we got within point blank of the sheriff, and we are going to shoot twice.
Okay.
So -1 on the first one,
Nothing.
-2 on the second one. Oh.
Ooh, 17. That's an under fire marker and a nerve
I'm
test.
going to play a card myself.
Okay.
Sodden by whiskey.
I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
count-
sorry.
sorry.
Yellow belly.
Yellow belly.
Yeah.
Which is
Play on enemy model if it suffers an under fire marker and nerve test result. The nerve test is automatically failed.
okay. So I've got 3 now.
Okay, but I think
Okay.
you can have 5.
You can have 5, and I get to clear 1 automatically at the end
Yep.
of the turn.
Okay, so that was it for my 3.
Yep. Deputy Dan.
Deputy Dan will be next. Deputy Dan has come out of the door here. And remember, these guys are trying to get clear of the barn at the same time as fighting us off. So he's moved out of the barn, and he is going to take a shot at Dignan.
2 shots. So the first shot is +2. 20.
Oh.
Dignan's dead.
Dignan has been blasted off his horse by Deputy Dan. Okay, so much for Dignan. All right, and I think that's
That's it. Clear
So
the.
we'll move on to the next turn.
Yep.
So we have with the ace is Thompson. So he's going to go first, and then after that is going to be
No, then Shay. Then.
Shay, and then my guy.
Yep.
Okay, so but I'm going to play Sodden by Whiskey.
Okay.
Are you going to cancel it?
Nope.
No. Okay. So Sodden by Whiskey lets me swap 2 of your cards. So I'm going to take the ace off of Thompson.
Okay.
And I'm going to put it onto Reed.
Okay.
Okay, so Reed will now go first.
Reed will double aim and shoot at Padilla.
Okay.
So it's +2 for the double aim, 3 for being on a horse, and -1 for firing at a boss. So +2.
Okay, +2 onto with the rifle.
Yep.
Onto Padilla.
Onto Padilla. Dead.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to play my king.
Okay.
So you should have killed me when you had the chance. Play when one of your models is put out of action by enemy shooting. The model may take up to 2 immediate move actions. This burns its turn. Following the movement as long as it gets into cover or out of sight of the enemy opposing model, the model is left with 3 under fire markers. If it cannot get out into cover and out of sight, it is removed from play. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, so Padilla, he burned the king out of my hand. And since thankfully he was on a horse, he had a hell of a move. I could have moved more. Or no, I said 2 actions. 16.
Actions.
So I was able to get all the way back here. But I was left with 3 under fire markers. But he's still alive. So he somehow dodged the shot from Reed.
And that comes off.
And then we burned that, so he can't do anything this turn. So what's
Yep.
next?
Next would be Shay.
Shay with the repeater. Okay.
So Shay is going to move. Aim and fire at your gunslinger.
Okay. Shay
Oh, and the aim.
firing at Donaldson. So just at what, +1 we said?
I think it's going to be 0.
0, okay. Miss.
Missed.
Okay, so that was the queen.
The 9 is next, Horton.
Horton's next, okay. Horton is gonna, first thing he's gonna do is gonna move up 1, fire at Dan, and then he's gonna go into the barn and start defusing, or try to defuse.
Okay.
So we're gonna go up there. I have a repeater, so it's just gonna be,
I think it's going to be -1 because of the fence.
no, because we're on the same side
Side
of
of the fence. Then
But
it's even up.
I think it's -1 though, because I'm moving twice in the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it is going to be a -1.
Okay.
All right. Come on, Horton. Oh,
Ooh,
man.
17.
Hello. So, okay, that's an under fire marker.
And a nerve test.
Yeah, okay, I don't have anything for that. So let's see if he can pass the nerve test.
He does.
Does he?
Well, because he gets +1 for the sheriff.
Oh, that's right.
+1 because he's got a guy within 15. That's a +2. He's a 4.
Yeah, okay. So he passes.
Yeah.
So he just takes the 1. And then he's going to go
In the barn.
into the barn.
Okay.
So next up is, that was a 9?
Yep.
5, a 6.
And I have
you
an 8.
So, okay.
Bruder.
Brooder with the 8. Okay. So Brooder is over there, and he's going to fire into the room full of dynamite at a +4.
12 goes to a
12.
16.
So that's an under fire marker
And
and a nerve test.
test, which I'm going to play yellow belly so you fail it.
Which one is that?
You automatically,
9.
yeah,
I don't have a 9.
automatically
Okay.
fails.
So I take 2 under fire markers.
Yep.
Okay, but I'm still in there,
You're still in there.
and you're unloaded.
That's right.
Okay. Is there anything left? Oh, I have a 6.
Yes, you have a 6, and I have a 5 and a 2.
5 and a 2. Okay. So Donaldson, my gunslinger, he's going to come out 1. Again, take a shot at Deputy Dan, and then go into the barn with who? I don't remember who's in there.
Horton.
Horton. So what did I say? I was a +2.
+2.
Okay, come on, Donald. 15.
15, under fire and a nerve test.
Okay.
So he's down 2, but he's up 2, so even up and need to beat a 4. I did.
Okay.
He
so
passed.
it's just 2. He's just up to 2.
Yep.
And then now Donaldson will go into the barn.
Okay.
And next up, it looks like is going to be Sheriff Thompson.
Sheriff Thompson. So Sheriff Thompson, I'm going to play a card.
Thompson, he played the queen.
Yep.
What was it called? Kill him? Or
If they move, kill them.
so essentially it lets them shoot through walls.
Yes.
We'll say shoot through that window just to...
Yeah.
And so he's going to shoot at Horton.
Horton. So the first shot's +1. Nothing.
Missed.
Second shot's even. 14, that's under fire.
Yep.
And
And I think do I have one?
you have
already?
2 already.
2.
So you got 3 now.
3 on, do I have a marker over there for it?
No.
Okay, here.
Yep.
All right, so that's for Horton.
And the third one is -1.
Okay, and I think if you get one here, he'll be out.
Yep. No,
he's
I'm
out of
out of
ammo.
ammo.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'll take another out of ammo marker.
The sheriff is out of ammo. Okay.
Yep.
So is... Oh, you got Deputy Dan.
Deputy Dan.
Deputy Dan, so you got this...
And I'm
under
0
fire.
because of the under fire marker.
So he removed one.
Yep.
He moved up here. He's going to fire into the barn at Horton.
Nothing.
Missed. Okay, and that'll do it. So we're on to turn 4. Only 2 more turns till it goes off. So, yeah, hopefully you can kill these guys before it goes off.
That would be nice.
Because if you're within 12 of it when it goes off, you're dead. So we'll redeal.
Plan B.
I got 2 kings.
Yep.
Both my guys in the barn drew kings, and then Padilla back there drew an 8. So first thing I'm going to do is have Horton, who's already got 3 under fire markers. I'm not going to be able to burn. I'm not going to be able to take one off because I'm going to use all 3 actions to defuse. So
Okay.
it is now diffused, and I'm going to have Donaldson is going to dismount
Okay.
for 1 action. So let's take this off for now.
Okay.
And then he is going to take a couple shots at Bruder.
Bruder's going to duck back.
Duck back. I have a card over there
Okay.
that I forgot which one it was. I think it's
Click
the
in the
7,
dead.
where you can't
Duck back is canceled.
Yep.
I think I have one as well. I will cancel your cancel.
Okay. All right.
So Bruder.
He will duck back. Okay. And take your out of ammo with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's both my kings.
Yep.
So now it is, you got a 10, you got a
A
jack.
jack.
Shay is
Shay.
a jack. Okay, so Shay.
20 goes to an 18.
Okay, so that's
Under fire marker and a nerve test. I'm
Yeah.
going to make you auto fail it.
okay, a 9. Yeah, I don't have one of those.
Yep.
So I'm to 2.
Yeah, you're at 2.
2. So Donaldson's at 2. Whose is that?
That was one I put down.
Okay. So that was Shay. She just moved up there and fired at Donaldson. Okay, that was the jack. Next up will be the sheriff.
Yep.
The sheriff, he moved twice. Oh no, he moved once
So he's going to pump 2 shots into Horton.
through the window.
He's +1, and he's at point blank range, but you're obscured. So
Okay.
+2 and then +1.
Okay, at Horton, who's almost dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, 18.
Goes to 20. He's just dead.
Oh, he's just killed outright.
Killed outright.
Yeah, and I don't have a king left. They're both
Nope.
on the table. All right, so Horton's down.
Horton's
so
down.
it's like big nerve test time for me.
But at
for
the end
sure.
of the turn, so you
At
can
the end
still.
of the turn.
So Padilla still gets to activate.
So he's next.
Yep.
Yeah, Padilla's next. Okay. So he ducked back. He's
Mm-hmm.
back there now. I can still see him.
Yeah.
I can still take a shot at him.
Yep. But I'm going to get cover because I'm going to be obscured.
All right. Hand me my 20-sided dice over there, if you would.
Okay.
Okay, so I got 2 under fire markers.
I moved 1,
That's
And I
minus
get-
3.
and I get cover 4, but you are a boss, so you're -3.
Minus 3. Okay, come on, Padilla.
Nothing.
No, nothing. 11's nothing. Okay.
Chris Reed's going to double aim and shoot at Padilla.
Okay.
So he's +3, but you're a boss, so he's +2.
Plus 2. With the sniper rifle.
13.
So a 15. Oh.
13. So it's another under fire marker.
So he's back up to 3.
Back up to 3.
Oop.
And you owe a big nerve test.
So that's the end of the turn, yeah. So big nerve test. So, well, the game is over. The big nerve test, if you have, if all of your nerve or under fire markers on the table is
More than double.
it more than double or double or?
I think it says more than double.
Well, it's more than double.
Sorry, double or more.
Yeah.
So you got 2 guys and 5 under fire
So it
markers.
is double. Okay. because I only got 2 guys left.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll come back and wrap it up. All right, so yeah, it turned out it was a good game. I thought the mission worked pretty well for just kind of throwing it together at the last minute. For a little while there, when I first came on, I thought I was doing pretty good.
You were.
When I came Eaglesham gunned down the Marshal, it's like, okay, that's one of his best guys just dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was right in your face, and I kind of petered out a little bit, and then you did a great counterattack. You were moving back to the barn, so obviously since the Padilla Gang has run off, they're going to be able to light the dynamite and at their leisure and get out of town.
I think at this rate we might just take the dynamite.
Yeah, at this point, why even light it? Just load it up in the wagon and head out.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what's going to happen, because I doubt the farmer's going to want you to blow up his barn and the rest of the town along with it, probably.
Yeah.
That was kind of a very desperate thing, because they were going to use that dynamite to blow up the bank.
Well, they're not going to blow up the bank this time.
Not now. They'll have to use some other means or some other dynamite to blow up the bank. So, yeah, it turned out to be a fun game. The horses are pretty cool. That +1 to hit, though, is brutal. So I kept meaning to get off, but something always come up. There was always something more important. And I finally did get one of the guys off the horse. And I wanted to get Padilla off, but he was back here, so I couldn't.
But him being on that horse saved him when Shay shot him in the head.
Yeah, him being on the horse allowed me to use that king to get him out of there.
Deputy Shay was, I think, the MVP.
Oh yeah,
because she killed Eaglesham.
She did really good.
And she killed Padilla, and I think she killed Dignan. No, somebody else killed. It was Deputy Dan who killed Dignan.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, my MVP probably, I guess it'd have to be Eaglesham, because he just came right in. He didn't care.
I would actually say Horton's probably your MVP.
Horton? Why, for defusing?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Even though he died, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, it still turned out to be a good game. The card clutter is still a little bit of an issue, and I keep meaning to make some kind of like sideboard or something where I can...
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have like a play sheet for, picture the model who they are, and you put the cards there as you...
Yeah, just some kind of a way to keep it off the board, and then you can put them in order and stuff. So that would be pretty cool to make something like that. Because I mean, it's not horrible, but it can be a little bit of clutter on the board looking at it when there's cards laying all over the place. But other than that, it's a fun game. It's fast paced. It's simple.
Yep.
I mean, we don't even barely have to look through the rule book. We don't play this but once every couple months, and I mean, Robert remembers all the rules
most of the time
better than me. And all the people's names too. He's really good with names. So that's always helpful to me. So anyway, yeah, that was a fun game. Let us know what you guys think about the mission. I think it's pretty good. I think it could be maybe this is one we could put out to people to let them try. Write it up a little bit better and put it out there and see if people want to try it. But anyway, thanks to Robert for coming out. And thanks to all the live streamers. I know we had some issues with the live stream tonight with my... camera software had some issues.
Yeah.
But we had to start 3 different live streams, pretty much. But we got it done, and we got all the B-roll footage we need to do the edited video. So we're happy with that. So
there you go.
With that, we're going to go ahead and sign off our usual way. Say check out our Patreon. I know we're over 100 now, and we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. We are only 100 away from 10,000 right now. So by the next time we play this, we should have 10,000 subscribers.
Woohoo!
Which would be pretty awesome for a little channel like ours. So, yeah, check out our Patreon, check out our Facebook group, and all our other social media stuff. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.